Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video. We got ourselves 2 replay analysis for today. I want to get these out of the way. I know they've been submitted a couple days ago. So in these 2 replays, we're going to have Fresh Queasy and Bhicken Curger. Which is just easier to say chicken burger. So I'll just say chicken burger. But we're going to do chicken burger first because Fresh Queasy has been sending a lot of them lately. And so I'd rather just have this one up first instead. So this is going to be a longer video, so we'll do 2 of them. So in this first game, this is GC1 in around GC2 to GC3 lobby. So let's jump into it and see how it goes. And this is 2v2, if I didn't say that already. Good cover from your teammate there. Yeah, you have 2 options here. You can do what you did before, or you can get up, because to be fair, you are positioned right for it, so you can 100% beat this guy. So if I pretend that I'm you with the camera, see if I can line this up properly. Yeah, you can. You definitely can. It's not impossible. You just gotta be careful though when you do this, that you're slowing down the play, and you gotta make sure that you cover as much as you can. So this is okay if you know that your teammate's gonna get back, which he is. You see him coming back on your screen. So going near post here isn't the worst. It's just crazy how your teammate was able to actually get a touch on that, because it would have gotten scored on. Oh, nice play. Nice. Yeah, so just from the previous play, just, you can actually go after this. You actually can. Because the ball was definitely moving away from the opponent faster than he can catch up to it. So just be mindful of those opportunities. As you get higher and higher in the ranks, since you're already GC1, you probably already see it, but a lot of people don't allow you to go for air dribbles or wall plays that much anymore. Like, they're very good at defending, and they shut you down really quick. So that's what you kind of want to be doing as well. This is a good play here. The reason why this works is because you're keeping as much pressure as possible. Yeah, good use of the 50 here. Hopefully you did this on purpose. That's a good use of the 50. See, and that's what I'm telling you, right? I tell people all the time to use 50s as a way to pass, right? It's okay to go after this ball as long as you don't overcommit and you have a really good purpose with it. So obviously you do have purpose with this ball, right? You have your teammate that's let's mark him as blue. You have your teammate over here, and he's going to be covering this area here, and then you got yourself who can push the ball potentially this way, while he is also moving up at a considerable speed this way. So this is good. Aggro is kind of covering the middle, but he's too slow, so he's not really going to get to the ball as long as you pinch it really hard, and he's going at a considerable speed, which he does, so that's good. This play in the corner can be risky because the problem is, you know, you got aggro, and if this ball dies, like over here, and you're stuck up there, he could just quickly, you know, come in and just take the ball away, and then your teammate is going to be left alone. He's probably going to have to shadow defend, and then if the ball does die over here, and then his name is Luigo, but I'll just call him Luigi. If Luigi comes over here and takes as well, then there's, you know, there's a 2v1, and you don't want that for your teammate. So if you do have some kind of purpose, which is what you're doing here, and you actually get the successful nice pass off the 50, then that's fine. I don't really care. As long as you can do that efficiently, then that is fine. And of course your teammate is ready for it. If he's not ready for it, then you're just giving away possession. So good on your teammate for being there and recognizing that. Good stuff. That's why it's important to control your 50s as much as you can. You want to win them as much as possible. Okay, this isn't really that good. Why? Because you're putting yourself at risk of getting scored on here, right? Remember, your teammate is back, right? Let's like... Oh, I can't even zoom out. It's just going to be really weird. Let's use this angle, for example. Okay, so... Instead of hitting it over here, right, in this area, and then continuing off screen into the corner, right? You got these two players that are coming in hot, right? If you just drop the ball here, that's not good because you're going to be slow. You have absolutely no momentum. Why not just clear it to your teammate over here, right? This is the open space. Look how much more open space you can use. Quickly, just pass it to him. Even if it's like a pass either that way, where I just mentioned, or you can just skim it this way. It doesn't really matter because your teammate is going to be there on the next ball, and that's what you want. You want to keep as much possession as you can. And since they're all on one side of the field, right? They're all like in this area here, right? They're literally covering the same thing, right? These guys are covering the same outcome, the same thing. That's not good, right? If they were better, someone would, let's say for example, Aggro would be right where he is, but then Luigo should be like over here somewhere, right? So now he can cover over here instead, and he can actually challenge the next play. So that's bad on their part. So if you want to take advantage of that, just pass it to your teammate. Just do that. Okay, it's not going to the... I don't know why it's not. I have it so it should go to the game every time I alt tab, so I don't have to keep doing that. What you're seeing on my screen manually. Okay, ends up working out. The reason why this works out is because you're actually able to get to the ball in time, luckily. And they're both on the same side of the field. See, and Aggro completely fully committed to the corner. So this ends up working out. But if you see open space, use it. And deciding on when to either boom the ball away or keep it close is as simple as just seeing, well, if you can hit the ball around them because they're overcommitted, like they're too far up, and there's space behind them for the ball to be, you know, hit to, do that. Or if your teammate's open for a pass, then do that. That's it. Those are the only two scenarios where you should boom the ball away. Maybe a third outcome is if you're really struggling to get the ball out and you really need to stall time for your teammate. Then definitely boom the ball in a way where they can't hit it in your net immediately. That's the third option, but honestly, those first two things that I mentioned are usually good enough. Any other scenario, you keep the ball close. Okay. So, a little bit of things that I want to talk about here is you're going into the wall here when you don't have to. I catch myself doing this too, not gonna lie. It's kind of a bad... Where's the other guy? Oh, he's dead. I guess he got demoed. What you do is you're essentially just going into the wall, and this is kind of pointless. Like, if you're going this way while the play is going out this way, right, either on the wall or it's more like, pretend this arrow here is like floating in the air above you, not like on the ground. So if it's going either on the wall or in the air above you, you're not really you're only covering one option. So it's just safer if you can just simply... So you start boosting over here, so if you just turn around sooner, you'll be able to cover more options that way. You want to cover as much options as you can, because if you get yourself under the ball here, he has a chance to just boom this over like that, and you're just going to end up getting crossed, and you don't want to do that. It makes it more awkward for you. So since the guy came back and scored... Wait, he was in the freaking net since when? I must have not seen him. He was okay. So he's in net. I didn't see his nameplate. So right here, right? Okay, this happens, right? There's one more thing you can do to salvage this play, and that is getting rid of aggro, right? You want to get rid of this guy. You know you're beat, so the next thing you have to think about is, okay, now that I'm off the ball and away from the play, what can I do to help my teammate who is going to be covering the net over here, right? And the play is going over here. So clearly, it's up to your teammate to get this ball. So what can you do as the new second man? Well, you go wide and you get rid of aggro, because aggro is going to be pushing up, right? And you should know this, right? Because, right, the ball is going towards the net. It's the rule of positioning, the rule of twos, the rule of Rocket League. It's just a no-brainer that if the person is smart and isn't like a bronze player, they would position here to be available for some kind of pass or cleanup play, right? So you want to get rid of that. So if you know the law of twos or the law of positioning, then you'll be able to meet up with him and get rid of him. And then since he's dead, you will not get scored on like you did here, right? So if you get rid of him, let's pretend I'm you. Okay, it's weird. I'll go over here and try to just mess up this guy. Just do whatever you can. Just get rid of him. Because the problem is, you going after this ball, it may not look like it, but you're kind of too late. Because aggro could be coming in really hot, right? You don't know how fast he's moving. He could be moving in way faster than you. Right? And you're wide. You're just wide on the play. Let's see it from his perspective. You see how he just beats you? He just barely beats you because you're on the side of the ball. You're not going to get a good touch on it. So that's why you got to get rid of aggro. Aggro is the true threat of the play. Believe it or not, Luigo is not the threat of the play. This whole time here, even this is not a threat. Because as long as you know your teammate's behind you, hopefully teammate has some defense skills and he can actually block this. So the real threat is, well, what happens if he does get a touch on the ball or he misses and it clears into middle? Well, you got to get rid of aggro. He's a true threat. A lot of times, this is a thing, even in threes, the last man, for the most part, is actually the guy, excuse me, the last guy is the guy who's responsible for scoring. It's not the first man. The first man is not responsible for scoring the ball. Not all the time. He can if it's wide open. But for the most part, Luigo did his job perfectly. He made it awkward for your teammate to save the ball. And that's what he wants. He wants to disrupt your defense and make it as awkward as possible so the second man is the one who can score and clean it up. That's the point of second man. So, if you guys want to be good strikers, right? You guys want to be a good scorer, you can try and be good first man and just be stupid mechanical, or you wait patiently as second man and just let your teammate do everything, and you just capitalize off of it. So that's exactly what happened here, basically. You got scored on here because first man did his job and you didn't get rid of second man on your way back, which you totally could have. Okay, so what happens here? I think this is just a bad kickoff. So, yeah, teammate pushed up a little too close. See, it's not that close. It's just the ball pushes back so quickly that he didn't expect it. Sometimes, see, he's going up here. Sometimes I like to just stay right on this boost pad. I know it sounds really weird, but you can't trust kickoffs anymore. You just can't, or not ever. As long as it's not really a pro lobby, then you can't guarantee good kickoffs. So, that's just unfortunate. Nothing you can do there. Okay, not gonna lie, I kind of like how you didn't do anything, because Luigo, I mean, he is far away, so you're kind of hoping that you can fake him out. I would have done the same thing, honestly. I wouldn't have just barged right in, because I would have just thought that Luigo would be able to just go back. Luigi would be able to go back, right? Right here. If he sees that I'm going in, there's nothing stopping Luigi from going back, right? He can just turn around just in case and play the safe route. If I was the defender, I would have played the safe route. I wouldn't have let myself get faked like that. But Luigi is just ball chasing at that point. He's locked in. on the ball. And again, you not going here is perfectly fine because, I don't know. See, considering that he did win, if you probably were able to beat him, so you probably could score off this. But in all seriousness, even if you didn't go after this ball, it's not dangerous anyway, so it's not like you're in immediate danger. See, it just goes to the wall. There's nothing dangerous about it. Oh, okay. See, this is just a good example of just waiting until the play is completely over in order to do something. I mean, I know this is confusing as hell, but just assume, even if he did this play and he looks awkward, just assume he's going to keep boosting into it and just hit the ball again. Let's face it. He's definitely a little awkward, and he's going to want to save this as much as he can. Right? Anybody would want to go after the ball again, right? The play's not over. So, wait a little longer. You can be just a little bit more patient. And again, this isn't scoreable. This actually is not scoreable. How can he score this? Look at this. This ball is going away from the net. And even if he were to hit it, it's going to be slow. See? It's not really that fast. Yeah, sure, he's able to get the ball again. But if you just timed your play right? You go back here. And then you go into it and 50 it this way, right? You want to find a way to 50 it. And to do that, you kind of have to be on this part of the ball. So it squeezes this way. Well, granted, he is in the middle, so that's going to be a little tough, but you can use the side of your car, right? I always tell everybody, jump, turn, use the side of your car, side flip, so it uses more of the surface area of the ball, and it should squeeze that way, rather than using the nose of your car, which is like no surface area. Nice. They're being way too aggressive. Good on you. See, this is why you should boom the ball, right? You see that they're... Look how close everybody is. You can totally beat everybody. Luigi's too slow, and he's still landing, so they can't get anything. They can't get the ball. You're moving so much faster. You're 100% going to beat them, right? And as you can see, remember I told you one of the reasons why you boom the ball is because of space, right? Look at all this space. Right, and they're just covering here. Right, that's it. Right, one of them should have been like over here somewhere, but they're not. They're too close. So you punish them by hitting the ball over, and that's exactly what you do. So that's good on you there. That's why this works. And then your teammate steals it. He didn't really need to, but okay. See, I'm telling you, everybody wants to score. It doesn't matter. Everybody wants to be the one who gets the goal for some weird reason. Realistically, it doesn't matter. You don't get anything for scoring more goals. At least individually, you don't. Obviously, in general, you win the game. But I'm just saying, on an individual standpoint, you don't get anything for being the lead scorer. It's not like you gain it more MMR. Imagine if Rocket League was like the new Overwatch ranking system, where you can rank up even if you lose because you still played on average better than people in your rank. That would probably cause complete chaos in the ranking system. If anything, I wonder if that would be harder, because it's like... Well, actually, in theory, it should be easier, because even if you're having a bad day in terms of not winning, but if for some reason the game sees you're still playing better, whether it knows how you position, or how many ball touches, or how many saves, if you're carrying your teammate, and you still lose, you could probably still gain MMR, because it says, yeah, you know, you're still better than the average person in your rank, so that would be pretty interesting, but I don't know if that would work. It sounds great on paper, but I don't really know if that's a good idea. Yeah, good try in the bumps there. This is what it is. Okay, I don't know why you're going after this. You don't need to go after it. You're beat. Right? Luigi's closer to the ball, and you're turning around, so you're slower, and you're awkward. Look, the ball's right over your head, so don't even bother. Just focus on getting back. Nice. Yeah, this is going to be a really long video. But that is okay. Because I really got to catch up. Let's see the solo play. Let's see it. Let's see it. Nice. Excellent. See, as you can see, man, it's more or less just game sense is what's throwing you off. It's not even your mechanics. It's your positioning and reasoning is what's killing you. But you have to go up for this, 100%. You actually can beat this guy. Again, you don't seem to realize how much space you have. Like, you're not understanding when you can beat somebody. So the reason why you're getting scored on a lot is because your defense and your lack of awareness in terms of knowing what's threatening or not, or when to challenge is what's bothering you. That's what's killing you here. You can't 100% go after this. Trust me, just go after it. You have to go after this. Because he's going to get some crazy power on the redirect, and then it just becomes impossible to save it. You know, so just go for it. Honestly, when you see a ball like this, look, it's on your side. Look how much farther away aggro is. Right? He's all the way over here. Right? And then look at you. Look how much closer the ball is. And it's still bouncing towards you. Right? Aggro is all over there. The ball is literally on your half of the field. He's not going to reach this ball first before you do. So just go up. That's all you got to do. In general, if you see the ball is moving faster than supersonic speed and it's going towards you, you have the beat, basically. So don't be afraid to go after the ball. Okay, that's a little bit of a mechanical failure, even though I just said that. It's, oh yeah, your mechanics are fine, but it is what it is. You can't be consistent every single time. You know, you would have to. You know, that's what we want. Okay, you don't need to do this. Why? Look at aggro. Right? Turn off ball cam. At this moment, you see that he's far away. Power slide turn and just follow the ball and just trust it and then just drive up. So use your camera a little bit. Because now you're just giving away possession. Luckily you got the demo, so that saved you. Okay, this is bad. Stop going away from the play. I don't know if you did this before, and I just didn't catch it, but this is a big no-no. You don't want to do this in the high ranks. Why? Because you give too much freaking space for them to absolutely clip on you. Right? This is kind of the same thing as what you did in the corner before, where you let the ball come towards you but you didn't do anything about it. This is the same thing. You're not there to help your teammate. Right? I know you want that nice big boost. I guess you missed this big boost, but that's fine. Just go turn around and get it again. Right? I would honestly just slow down and lose speed, turn back around and go again. And I wait over here. Right? Okay, then I'll drive back. Go wide here. Then I'll go in for teammate. You know what I mean? It's just smoother. You know, you don't have to be so far back because you're risking missing out on a cleanup, right? You're the second man. Remember when I said earlier about why you got scored on for, I think, the first or second goal of the game on their side? For their goal? It's because, right, I said second man is actually the one who scores. So you're not letting that opportunity happen. You're literally just telling your teammate, yeah, go 1v2 and just carry me. You don't want to do that. So you don't want to do that. That's not good. You're not supporting your teammate here. But again, luckily they throw away the ball and it's not they can't catch up to it. So I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like you're getting somewhat bailed out on these plays here. Like, see, now you get scored on because of there's just a mess here. Again, here, I know I'm asking for a reaction time of a jumping spider from you, but you really got to know when they're not challenging, right? Look, he already turned around. I think that's plenty enough time for you to react. And don't always flip into the play, right? You can just simply focus on gaining more control and just simply backflipping. Well, not backflipping, but jumping backwards and then using more controlled car movement to get the ball. You don't have to always dodge into this, right? So just understand that he's not going after the ball, basically. And then, see? The second man scores, right? Aggro scored again. Now, realistically, you kind of can't get this guy. No, actually you can, 100%. Again, just turn around and get the guy in the middle, right? Okay, I'm done, right? I can't get this ball anymore. Turn your ass around on the ground here and go after aggro, right? If you get rid of aggro, they're not scoring. Maybe they could have scored, not gonna lie, because this is a flip reset. Possibly. I don't know if he was gonna get it or not. But either way, you get rid of the real threat, which is the second man. You don't want to get cleaned up on, basically. Basically, right? You don't want that to happen. Nice. See? You did a good job as first man getting the ball around him. See how you don't score, but he does? See? It's second man is the true scorer of these games. First man's job is to just make it hard for the opponents to defend. And it makes it easier for the second man to score. Okay, so for you, just focus on awareness in terms of what's threatening and what's not threatening, deciding when to challenge and understanding when you can boom the ball and when not to boom the ball. Just make sure that if you know the ball is going towards you faster, then you can go after it. That's all you gotta just figure out, basically. Just figure out, in general, just when to challenge and what's threatening. Right? Don't throw away the ball, too. Alright, so that's it for you. Now, let me take a 2-second break here. Let me unlock my laptop, my work laptop, see if I missed any messages or anything like that. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so we will go into the next replay. Alright, so this is Fresh Queasy. Let me open up Discord on my phone real quick. What rank is this? GC1. GC1 2v2. Alright, so Fresh Queasy 2v2 GC1. Alright, so now let's see what we can do. Looks like he says in the Discord that he goes into overtime and he loses, so. There's a lot of saves in this game. Holy shit. Look at the timeline. There's a lot. Oh yeah, so the last game, I remembered that it was GC2, GC3 lobby, and you were GC1, so good on you for playing a good game on that. That's actually really good. Now let's see if we can take the tips that I told Chicken Burger and see if they apply here. Because you guys are like the same rank anyways. Granted, I think Fresh Queasy's a little lower GC1. But it doesn't really matter either way. They're both GC1. Okay, so you can tell this game is already slower and it's just way more just discombobulated. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this is just awkward. He hit a shit shot. You should have gotten... I hate to say it, but you definitely should have gotten scored on here. I mean, he had the whole left side of the net open, and he didn't even do it. You got extremely lucky. Now, let's see if we can fix this, though. Not really. I mean, you go up for the ball. I mean, and then this happens. Yeah, if you left the ball, I don't know if teammate was going to be able to get this ball. I'm not really sure. Yeah, actually it's possible. I mean, you can't really tell because you're so up there. Yeah, this is just a whatever moment, honestly. But good on you for surviving this. This is one of those weird moments in the game where it's just like, oh. Anxiety. They're trying the shot. Nice demo. A little bit of a mechanical failure. No big deal. Good on you for not getting boosts, big boost, because you would have been farther away. Good for keeping it close. See, this is an example of why you gotta use the camera. See, this is so much better. You didn't try to just push the ball up and up and up. I mean, granted, you didn't really have that much boost, but... yeah, you decided to use the boost later, which is good. No one was challenging you at that moment, so you didn't have to use everything at that moment. Okay, reading the ball could be a little bit more work, need a little bit more work, but, you know, you'll get better with that over time and as you practice. Okay, good for not going immediately. Okay, you should stay up on the wall, though. Actually, because your teammate is dead, right? He's gonna spawn in and he's gonna be on the floor regardless. So you knowing that, just get up on the backboard like you did, right? Because when you get up on the backboard, you can cover anything that's like up here, right? And since he's going this way, right, onto the backboard is what you want. So it just becomes way easier to deal with this type of play. Okay. Well, just for next time, just stay up there. Because you want to cover as much of the net as possible. And if you're both on the ground, then you're not covering as much as you need to. I mean, this isn't the worst, but I think you should just stay back because... well, actually, nah. I think this is fine. You just gotta make sure that the ball just doesn't go back like that. You could just jump a little sooner because you didn't jump at all. So obviously the ball is gonna stay on top of you like that. So focus on Swift, right? You see Swift as the second man. You don't have to look at the guy on the ball all the time, right? So what's going on with Swift Echo? What is he doing? Okay, he's coming in real hot, right? So that's when you meet up with him. And you jump as well. So this 50 would have been a lot better. So pay attention to not just the first man, but pay attention to the second man too. Alright, good on you for not challenging in so soon. Stay on the wall. Okay, it works. Alright. See, okay, this is really easy. Because, look, here's the thing. These guys are going to want to go for so many freaking mechanics. So, you don't have to... especially, this is the second time he's able to hit a flick like that. And such an awkward angle, too. This guy is very mechanical. So, with a guy like him, you don't have to dive in immediately. Especially on these flicks, because if you do, he's going to flick the ball way up above you. So, these type of players are kind of easy to deal with because they just take so much freaking time in the air that you can just either shut them down really early or you just wait. And then you can just deal with them like that. Well, not wait to the point where they're at your net, but wait enough to where there's like a point of no return and you can save the ball. Okay, this is, yeah. I catch myself doing this. I get up on the wall because I'm thinking that they're going to hit the ball to the left, but what's funny is they don't do that because they expect you to be there. So just stay on the ground. Remember, you're first man. I know you're supposed to disrupt them as much as you can. So why don't you get a little bit more aggressive? Stay on the ground here and just stay around. You can jump up and just smack the ball in. So... there's definitely a small missed opportunity there. You don't have to go on the wall every single time. In this position, when they're throwing the ball back like that, you don't need to do that, right? Just stay See, this would work if they're just slamming it into the left and then it goes up to you, but they're not, so just stay on the ground. And you have a teammate behind you anyways, so it's not a big deal. Okay, you tricked yourself. Luckily, you're able to recover off that. Okay, yeah, so the reason why people are not scoring in this lobby, there's a lot of saves, which means that there is a lot of missed opportunities. And the number one reason is, okay, you may think, yeah, good defense. Well, actually, not really. I think it's just both teams, not gonna lie, they just can't score for the life of them. They're just missing opportunities like left and right to score. It's just a stalemate, right? You guys are both evenly matched in terms of you guys can't capitalize because you guys are either too far away or you're not really positioning right. There's a lot of factors as to why these type of games are just stalemates. It could be because both teams' first mans are not doing enough to disrupt the defense. It can also be the second man just can't score because he sucks at shooting. It can also be because like just choking moments, right? It's just both teams are just so inconsistent. It's just both teams are so inconsistent that nobody can score on each other. Because, come on, there's so many saves in this, and so many shot attempts in this match. They couldn't score at least once before it was overtime. Like, just so unlikely. Okay, so enough rambling. I'm trying to find opportunities for you to score so this doesn't happen again. Because you want to be the team that stops the, you know, the tiebreaker here. Nice, good positioning. Good pass to teammate. Alright, so far this is good. Nice, nice. Good try. Okay, that was good. That was actually really good. The reason why this was good, you might want to know why so you can replicate this. This is a good clear. You're using your extension of the teammate there for a clear. So now you guys keep possession. You're following up relatively close so you can follow up for the next play. He throws away the ball, which is good. You can see you're close enough to capitalize off it. Unfortunately, he was back in time. But that's good, though. This is fine. This is the type of play that you want to keep doing. You did a good second man, what I said earlier, where second man has to score, right? First man did a good job disrupting the play. Wait, let's go back. Yeah, so he did a good job here as first man, disrupting the play enough to make things awkward, and it was good on you as second man to try to score that, so that's fine. That's perfect. So now we gotta repeat this process. So, okay, they're awkward. Alright, you can wait a little bit here. Okay. I would try to fake that. Not gonna lie. Yes, good. Using the wall is perfect. Good. They're not challenging you. It's fine. Good try. If you want a more better consistent 50, I mean, you can either just flick it earlier, or you drop the ball to the front of your car and just try to boost forward as much as you can. I mean, like, at this point, you just got to flick the ball to the right as quickly as you can, because this is basically an easy ball for him to get. And that's exactly what happens. So good try either way. Okay, I think you could be a little faster here. 100%. I think you jump a little too late. Yeah, you could have boosted sooner. Like, boost right here. Just keep boosting. You would have dusted this guy 100%. So that could have been a missed scoring opportunity. But yeah, I can tell you guys are trying your best here. So I'm not mad at that. It's not like you guys are like intentionally throwing. Okay, what happens here? Oh, you missed a freaking demo. See, okay, so this is what happened. See, you're doing better second man on the way back, right? First game with Chicken Burger, I told him to utilize more of these demos, especially when you're rotating back and trying to get the enemy team second man. So this is good. Unfortunately, you missed a demo. Yeah. Now, let's see why shit worked on the enemy side, right? So we can learn. This is just a really heavy touch, unfortunately. You got a really heavy touch. This would have been better if you kept the ball close. Now your teammate is immediately in a 2v1. The other guy decides to follow up, right, and extend, which is good. Extensions are good. I guess he was... I don't know if he faked your teammate. Not really. I don't know. Your teammate's awkward back here. Yeah, okay. That's what screwed him over, too. Okay, your teammate should not be turning around like this. He's killing his own momentum, right? And he has plenty of space behind him, right? Realistically, look how freaking far away the ball is from the net. They're not scoring this. They're literally not scoring this. So, I don't know if you're playing with your teammate or not in a comm, but, again, I don't have scoreboard enabled on my game. I don't like seeing it because I used to be so mad if I don't get a certain score. But, so I'm not trying to judge my games anymore based off of my score. So anyways, if he was able to just continue to get back, he should know, so let's pretend this is you, right? Basically, so he should see that T-Boy is already going over to the right side of his screen. He's extending. So he knows he's going to come from his right side of the screen here. He does not need to go after this. Right? He's got to wait. And the ball is so far away. He's far away from the ball. The ball isn't... He doesn't have boxing glove. He's not going to freaking shoot it into the net like that. Right? This is standard. So he doesn't need to panic and try to go after this ball so early. He can keep going back. And then go after the ball, actually. Actually, since he has plenty of boost, and he's a GC1, I can trust he can do this. He waits. They're not going after it. Right? I would jump up and just hit the ball. But he did it a little too late. So, it's just a combination of just... Your touch here is what screwed everything up, though, in the beginning. Just such an unfortunate heavy touch. I don't think you wanted this touch. Giving you the benefit of the doubt. I don't think you wanted this. If it was a lot closer, then you would... This whole thing would have not happened, because the ball would not have 50'd like that. Right? It would not have. So, very unfortunate. So, I think for you, you did try to capitalize really well off of this positioning and try to get rid of him. Continue doing that, though. That's really good. I would say to try to speed up your play a little bit better. Again, just really try to be a good first man. I didn't really see too many like no-nos. I'm not sure if it was you or the first guy I replayed, but you don't want to, you know, rotate too far away so you're not capitalizing, helping out your teammate. So just focus on keeping the ball close, and then just like try to maximize your off-the-ball movements too. Like again, you see this shit? Like this is another play where you go up the wall and they don't use it. Like they just know you're there, so you don't need to go onto the sidewall like this. Because look, you end up just dropping down for nothing. So either you could just simply just stay here. Honestly, just stay right here. You can pre-jump it if you want, but you don't really have that much boost, so maybe not. You can just rotate around, right? Now you're back over here. And then, actually, nah, don't do that. Just basically try to maximize where you have to position, because I think you're positioning a little bit too close on some of these plays, and you're not really maximizing your positioning effectively. So, yeah, I think you just need to kind of focus on your off-the-ball movements. I'm trying to see if there's any moments that you miss as second man, because nobody was scoring this whole match. Let's go to the Blues. Let's just review it real quick. Yeah, that's just an unfortunate shot. It just didn't go in. Yeah, it's just, they're too far back, and they're just able to save a shot like that. Yeah, see, this doesn't work because they're both back. So what you can do is, they're not challenging, so just drive back down to the ground and then just go for like a low 50. Right? Your teammate's too far away, he's not even going to be in the play. So if you see that, you use your camera real quick, you drive down the wall, you catch the ball, and you just go for like a low 50 or something like that. Because throwing away the ball like this, it's just, you overcommit like crazy. But they're just so slow that they don't capitalize off of it. Yeah, that's a good 50. Yeah, so honestly, I think at the end of the day, I think you just need to focus on just your off-the-ball movements. Just try to find ways to maximize your first man and second man positioning. Whether if you're first man, just focus on disrupting the opponent's defense as much as possible. And if you're second man, just focus on trying to clean up as best as you can. Continue doing the demos when you're rotating back on their second man, so that, you know, the true threat is gone. There's no cleanup from them, so you're basically pressuring the first man to score. Like, he has to score. Like, because if he messes it up, then he's in trouble, right? Because he's overcommitted, and the two of you can go 2v1 the guy who just spawned in. So, focus on that. So, basically, you can kind of use the previous replay that I did as well to kind of help you work on other things too. Yeah, so other than that, this was a pretty tough game, I can tell. A lot of missed opportunities, so keep trying, man. I know you'll get it. So just focus on those things. I think you will definitely get it, for sure. You'll definitely get GC2. Alright, so that is it for this long video. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. By the way, I do have more Overwatch videos to upload, so I would appreciate it if you guys at least check it out. I mean, I know you guys are Rocket League players, but I don't mind posting other games just because, you know, I'm just having fun with friends. So I would actually appreciate it if you guys watched a little bit of it. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.